This is the most famous bridge in the world that's said to be made from eggs. And yes, it really was built using eggs. Or was it? That may sound crazy. You are not the only one thinking that. I mean, how could a 700 years old stone bridge survive floods, wars and millions of people walking on it if it was built using something as fragile as eggs? My name is Andrzej Pisha. I'm a mortgage advisor and real estate agent who loves Prague's building and old stories. And today, I will take you to one of the most iconic places in the Czech Republic, Charles Bridge. In this video, we will look at the full story behind this amazing bridge. From old legends to real stories. And at the end, I will tell you what scientists found when they tested if this egg legend could really be true. Let's start with the legend behind today's video. According to Czech folklore, when Charles IV ordered the construction of a new bridge in 1357, he wanted it to last for hundreds of years. So the builders were told to mix raw eggs into the mortar to make it stronger. Yes, real chicken eggs, yolks and all. People believed that proteins would help harden the mortar and make the bridge last longer. But it gets even better. People from all over the kingdom were asked to send eggs to Prague. In one version of the story, the town of Velvary misunderstood and sent hard-boiled eggs. This means that they should not have been used at all. Others packed them in crates, but after a long, bumpy trip, they arrived with omelets. It's a funny and charming story. But there is a question. If the bridge really was made with eggs, why hasn't it cracked yet? Let's take a step back and see what real history says. Charles Bridge, called Karlův most in Czech, was ordered by Emperor Charles IV in 1357. It replaced the older Judith Bridge, which was destroyed in a flood in 1342. The first stone was placed on a very specific date, July 9, 1357 at exactly 5:31 a.m. Why so exact? Because Charles IV believed in numerology and thought that the number pattern 135797531 would bring luck and strength to the bridge. The bridge was built using Bohemian sandstone and lime mortar. The main architect was Petr Parler, the same man who worked on St. Vitus Cathedral. The construction took decades and continued into the early 14th, but the bridge stood strong for centuries after that. Charles Bridge has always been more than just a way to cross the river. It was a key road connecting Prague Castle with the old town. It was used for trade, transport and even by armies. The bridge survives big floods in 1432, 1784 and 1890. During the 30 Years' War, Swedish soldiers tried to use it to invade the city. Later, in the 16th, 30 baroque statues were added to the bridge, turning it into an outdoor gallery. Despite floods, wars and time, the bridge stayed standing, and more than 600 years later, it's still here with us. Today, Charles Bridge is one of the most popular tourist stops in Prague. It's full of street artists, musicians and people taking pictures. Whether you are watching the sunrise over the Vltava or walking toward Prague Castle, it feels like going back in time. But it's more than just a pretty view. It's also a symbol of strength. Over the years, experts have worked to repair and protect the bridge, including a big renovation in the early 2000s. And now, let's go back to that egg question. Was Charles Bridge really built with eggs? Here comes the twist. In 2008, scientists from the University of Chemistry and Technology in Prague studied the mortar used on Charles Bridge. And guess what? They found organic material, including egg protein. So the old story wasn't completely wrong, but it's not like they were mixing scrambled eggs into the cement. It's more scientific. Egg whites have proteins that can help bind things together. In the Middle Ages, builders may have used egg whites to strengthen the mortar, just like other places in Europe used animal glue or cheese proteins. So yes, eggs were probably used, but not whole eggs, and not in huge delivers from every town. And here is something even more interesting. In 2014, another study by VŠHT found something surprising. While they did find traces of organic materials in the mortar, there wasn't enough to prove that eggs were widely used. In fact, some of the egg proteins may have been added later, during repairs and reconstructions done over the centuries. So what does it mean? The legend isn't completely false, but it's not the full truth either. Like many old stories, it's based on the little fact and a lot of imagination. Charles Bridge isn't just a beautiful place. It's a 700 years old symbol of Czech history, amazing architecture, and yes, a bit of egg. Next time you walk across it, remember, the stones under your feet are held together not just by a mortar, but by a story. A story that survived floods, wars, and time. I'm Ondřej Píša, and if you love Prague's history, or you are searching for a home near landmarks like this one, I would be happy to help. And if you like the story, make sure to subscribe and check out our next video, where we visit a tower that once served as a prison. See you next time!